Every single one of you can make six figures by the end of 2021. I don't care if you're a beginner or you've been trying to do dropshipping for a year now and haven't had success. You just need to be consistent about it and have some good knowledge backing you up and a slight breeze of my mentorship from my videos. And I'm gonna go through some of the main topics to really help drive that power, that passion, and exactly what you need to focus on this year to get your stuff together to set yourself up for 6 or even 7+ figures. It's not that complicated. It's easier than most people think. It just takes determination and willpower. So if you have a will to get there, then I'm going to show you a way. This video is going to be more important than the ones where I show you application on my computer. It's more important than my product research videos. It's more important than my Facebook ads videos, my creative videos, my product landing page videos. Why? Because you need this foundation. You need a roadmap to begin with. If you don't have that foundation, you don't have that organization from the start, you're going to be lost and you're going to be wasting your time and you're not going to be working efficiently. You want to use your time wisely. You only have 24 hours in a day. You're not going to hit 6 or 7 figures if you're not going to be focused on making this roadmap from the start. That's why I really recommend you watch this video until the end, because I have a structure for this video, but I'm mostly gonna be talking out of my wisdom. I wing most of these videos because they all come from my heart, they all come from my knowledge. I'm not BSing any of this because I know my stuff. I don't need to follow a script. So guys, watch this video until the end. I'm gonna be covering a lot of important tips that you need to keep your mindset strong with, as well as the 4 main pillars of that you need to work on while you're developing your dropshipping brand and eventually your actual private label brand in e-commerce. Okay, before we begin the bulk of this video, I'd like to go over the mindset that you need to have getting into this business. This business model starts with dropshipping. Dropshipping, however, is a means to an end. It is not the ultimate goal. You will not be doing dropshipping forever and making 7 figures just dropshipping. It's possible, but it's a very poor business model to stick with. However, dropshipping is great to begin with because you don't need inventory, you don't need overhead. It sets you right to start learning, right? You don't need to put a lot of money into this business to actually begin learning and gaining knowledge on how to become a successful e-commerce entrepreneur, right? So you start with dropshipping, you start with not having inventory, and you place your orders as your customers place their orders, and then you fulfill it that way. But once you have proof of concept, once you have confidence, once you realize that your potential, once you understand the true potential of having your own brand, your own serious e-commerce online brand, then you can really start putting some serious money into it by reinvesting the profits that you've made from dropshipping. And that's exactly what I have done and what I will continue to do. I now have enough money that I can take risks with other business ventures as well as stocks and cryptocurrencies. And you can only imagine how much that grows you as a person, because you're now confident in your ability to keep pushing that money towards even more growth in other sectors of your life. But it all starts with balance. So you need to make sure that you have the right amount of balance in your life, as well as the consistency on your day-to-day basis to keep this business going every single day and learning every single day. And that's the first major key. Consistency. You have to have consistency. Do work every day, even if it's just a little bit. It's better to do 1 hour a day for 7 days a week than it is to do 3 days out of the week and do 4 hours each of those days. This way, you know you're not BSing yourself. You're holding yourself accountable to do it every day. And that really does drive that into your head, that it tells you that this is what you do. This is part of your life now. This is part of your every single day living, breathing moment. And that's very critical to your mindset. And that's helped me. The second most important, same as the first one, just as important, is to never give up. I say this repetitively in all of my videos, in every single video's ending. I constantly remind you guys to not give up, because if there's a will, there's a way. It's cliche and it's simple, but it's just all you need to know. You don't need to overcomplicate things. If you're consistent and you just don't give up, you stop being a little bitch. You'll get there. I promise you. Everyone will get to where I'm at and further. If you just have that drive, that dedication. Human beings are incredible. We can make anything happen if you put your mindset towards it. Make this happen if it's as much of a dream as you want it to be. It's powerful for me because I come from nothing. I come from hardship. That's why I want it so bad. And that will is so strong that I'm willing to never ever give up and never see what I've been through in the past or have my kids or anything else in my life go through that again. And that helps me drive myself towards success and even further. I'm never stopping. I don't want to stop at a few $100s a day. I don't want to stop at a few thousand or $10,000 a day. I'm going beyond as much as I can because the knowledge I have gained from this business is way too valuable for me to just drop it at where I'm at right now. I can make wonderful things happen and give back to my community as I'm doing with YouTube because of the knowledge I've gained, because of the money that now keeps me financially secured. I'm able to help others, and I want to help you guys reach this point point two. So this is the mindset that you guys need to keep. I'm going to leave it very simple to those two things: consistency and never give up. Very important that you have that in mind. If you just have that in mind, you will succeed in anything in life. It's all about repetition after repetition, right? If you're into athletics, that's what you do to get better at something. Calisthenics, athletics, education, studying, finals, whatever. You just do it and do it and do it and do it, and you'll drive it into your head. It'll be part of your life, and that's what you want. Okay, on to the bulk of the video. We're going to be covering over the 4 main pillars to get your business going strong, and the 4 things that you need to keep in mind every single day while you're working towards building a successful e-commerce business out of a dropshipping business. Number 1 is product research. Number 2 is actually going to be your creatives and marketing skills. 3 is going to be your web design and product page / landing page skills. And 4 is going to be your backend / systems. Number 4 is way too underrated. And I'm going to talk a lot about that because it's what you need to actually scale to 6 or 7 figures. So watch until the end to learn about that. Number 1 is product research. Product research is the backbone. You need to find a good product to actually get going to 6 or 7 figures. You can't get to that stage without a good product, right? But it all synergizes with your creatives, your landing page, and your backend. We'll talk about more about that later. But first of all, your product research needs a good product criteria to follow, requirements that you could stick to while you're finding your products. I have a video on this and it should be in the description below, so definitely check out my product research criteria sheet and my video covering that whole sheet. We need to be testing often when we're finding products, because as a beginner, you don't really know if a product is a winner or not. You might have a hunch and you might throw your entire heart onto it and build an entire website around that one product because you feel so strongly about it, but you don't know shit. You really don't know shit. Even at an advanced stage, it'll be difficult to 100% clarify a winner. That's why you need to be testing with general stores, not wasting your time building one product pages or even niche stores. Test with a general store, make a clean branded general store, make it look branded. I have a video on this as well, check my videos. And then find products to test. Test a lot of products per week, at least 2 or 3 when you're first starting out. And then once you have some sort of an inkling of a winner, you can then take that and potentially scale it onto another website if it's strong enough. If it's not, then it can still stay on your general store and you can still make a ton of money that way. I still have products that are winners on general stores. Just because they're not insane winners doesn't mean I can't still make money off of them. So I leave them on my general stores and they're still pumping money. Always be learning from your competitors. Do your product research every single day. As you're doing your product research, take note of the websites that your competitors have built around that product, right? You want to learn from the competitors just as much as you want to find these winning products, because this will help you get experience. Experience is gained also through seeing others succeed. So if you find winning products out there, learn from them. Learn from their creatives, learn from their landing pages, learn from their ad copy, everything. Take note of exactly what they've done, and eventually you'll have your own way of coming up with your winning formula. Number 2 is creatives and your marketing skills. Your creatives are more important than your marketing skills. Facebook is so smart that if you have a winning product, winning creatives, and a winning landing page, a good landing page that's solid enough to convert, Facebook will do all the work for you. You don't have to really put too much thought into making your ad campaigns and whatnot. Heck, I even run most of my winning products on 0 interest targeting, and I just up the budget as I please. That's called a winning product. That's called a banger, right? So don't worry too much about your marketing. I do have videos out there to help you start, have a little bit of a system, a little bit of a breeze to help you go towards the right direction, but you don't need to focus too much on that. You need to focus on your creative skills, your copy skills, your ad copy skills, your writing skills, your English skills, right? Your vocabulary skills. Make sure that your salesmanship skills are good. These are all things that'll help you convert cold traffic and bring them onto your page. So this is what creatives are meant for. You want to grab as much cold traffic as you can and bring them to your landing page, and hopefully your landing page will do the rest. But you need to worry about actually getting the attention of the cold traffic first, and that's a skill of it in itself, right? So there are plenty of videos out there teaching this, and I'll have plenty more covering this topic because it's so important to be good at your creatives, and I'll help you with that. Scroll stoppers, keeping on the hook of the customer, the potential customer to watch the whole video, right? Getting their attention, focusing on benefits and emotions. There's a lot to cover, and I'll have videos on this, so definitely stay subscribed for that. Just like product research, you also want to be testing constantly, right, with new creatives, and you also want to be learning from your competitors, right? So when you're doing your product research, like I said, watch their videos until the end, learn what they've done right, and try to replicate it the best you can with your own products. It doesn't have to be the same product that they've done. Number 3 is your web design / product page, landing page skills, right? So you need to have a good landing page. Let's say you're getting really cheap clicks, like 30, 40 cent clicks from US, big 5 countries. and you're not converting them, that's a problem. That means that your landing page isn't good enough. You're not converting well enough. Something's wrong there, right? Maybe the website looks scammy, maybe it's not congruent, maybe it doesn't look branded. You need to make sure all of that is set forth properly. I have videos on that, all right? So definitely check out my winning landing page templates that I use for my general stores that still convert at 2 to 3%, which is amazing for general stores. You just need to have a branded appearance, and it's not that difficult to do. Keep it simplistic, keep it easy going, and keep it focused on the emotion of your target audience. And that's where your research skills come in hand, learning about what your target audience likes. Sorry to interrupt, guys. Just want to announce the winner of last video's free 30-minute consulting call giveaway. And the winner, actually the first winner was Daniel Strindholm, but he won before. And what you want to do is keep commenting, because if you win one more time, you'll get your second consulting call. And that's what I'm doing for everyone. So if you won in the past, you got to win twice again to win another call. So the actual winner of this video is Jared Robinson. My man, we've been talking, and almost all the winners I've been actually talking to on Instagram, which is awesome because everyone's hitting me up, and that's great, man. I want to help you guys even more. So let's get on a call, Jared. Let's talk more about what you want to do with your business, and let's keep it going, man. All right, for everyone else that wants to win, all you got to do is like, comment, subscribe, and I'll pick at random who the winner is. All right, back to the banger. And that's why I use Amazon to watch the reviews of the products that I'm going to be testing to learn more about my audience. I have a video covering this as well, and I'll have more in the future too, because it's such an important step as well. That's why you need to make sure you tie emotion to your product description, right? You want to make sure that you captivate your audience by relating to them and their emotions, and by bringing the benefits into with their emotions, right? So you tie the emotions, the benefits, and the features all together. You lump it up in a very short, concise manner. You don't want to have long, drawn out paragraphs. You want to be articulate enough to convey an entire message, an entire emotion, entire benefit and feature in single sentences. And that's a powerful skill to have. But what I do to make it happen is I actually just reread everything vocally, and if it sounds right, then it often looks right on paper. So do your best to actually write good copy, and there's tons of videos on this. Learn copywriting. It's an amazing skill to have. Number 4 is your back end. Your back end is so important, and people never talk about this. You cannot scale to 6 or 7 figures without a proper back end setup. What do I mean by this? I mean, you need to have customer service employees backing you up so you're not focused on the day-to-day grind of responding to rhetorical messages on emails. You want to have that outsourced so that you could focus on things that give you the highest return for the amount of time that you spend, right? So responding to emails does not do that, right? So that's why I have that outsourced as the first thing. But your back end is also making sure that your payment processing is properly done, making sure that your auto fulfillment is done. I use CJ, that helps, CJ Dropshipping, it helps immensely. Link in the description below. Making sure that your tracking information is uploaded properly, that your cash flow is good, you have proper credit cards set up, you're not worried if you scale your business, what is gonna go wrong. Maybe you don't have enough employees to back up your scale. You don't wanna have a surplus of emails coming in that you can't answer. You don't wanna have a surplus of cash flow expenses that you can't fulfill because you're waiting for your next payout. There's so many things that you need to consider, and if you don't have that foundation, that back end set up properly, you're not going to be able to scale at all. And if you do scale without that back end set up properly, then you're going to fail with your business. You're going to crush a potential multi-million-dollar business just because you wanted to rush things and you didn't do enough diligence to learn about what you need to set up prior to actually scaling. And I'm telling you this because this happened to me. I've lost out on potential huge winners just because I was negligent and I didn't take my time to learn before I kept scaling. I just wanted to see more money, and that's not always the best case. So I'll have videos on this, on backend in it of itself. It's such an important topic, and I'll cover this. But guys, the biggest part of backend and the secret that no one really talks about is building your systems. You need to have systems in place for all of these 4 steps that I've just told you about. You need to have systems in place to learn how to do proper product research efficiently, right? Have your own methods. The criteria sheet that I have in my other video, that's my system. I follow that to the T. I don't divert from that. 60% profit margins is what I go for. Potentially problem-solving products or unique products is what I go for. Not saturated products is what I go for. You know, I follow this to the T, and because I do that consistently every single day, I'm successful as a result. And you need to have that set up too. And not just for your product research, but also for your landing pages, right? I have that whole video, the template that I made, title, small description, image, etc. following that whole template. That helps me keep things easy so I can free up the decision making in my mind and focus on more important things rather than discussing in my head exactly what I need to do every single time I launch a product. I don't want to waste time thinking about those decisions. I just want to act on it because I know that my system is done properly. Same goes for creatives and marketing, right? I have that video, low budget Facebook ad strategy I made a few days ago, I uploaded, and that's my system, right? I follow that to the T. I might have a higher budget for it, but I still follow it to a T. And that's why I don't really think too much about my marketing, because I already have that set up. And Facebook's smart enough that I don't really have to have something crazy optimized to work with. I just need to have something that's consistent that I do every single time, so I understand what my metrics look like when I'm testing on Facebook. Definitely check out that video if you have the chance. It was uploaded a couple days ago. And that's it, guys. The 4 pillars that you need to follow and learn from every single day. I would say that some of them are actually more important than others, but as you scale, it becomes your back end that's more important. It becomes your systems that's more important, as opposed to your product research and your creatives. But in the beginning, you do need to have those basic foundation skills set up properly so that you can actually set up your back end in the future properly. I wouldn't be able to train my employees had I not done my own customer service responses. I wouldn't be able to do train my own product research specialist if I haven't done it myself. I wouldn't be able to train my own video editors, etc. Right? So you need to do the grunt work. And now to sum it all up, I just want to remind you guys, consistency and never give up attitude. Where there's a will, there's a way, and I will keep repeating this because you and I both need to keep hearing this. I have it written down on my wall and I write it every single day because it's so important. Keep that consistency and that flame alive. Watch videos on dropshipping, watch videos on e-commerce instead of Netflix. When you're eating food and you're watching YouTube videos about mindless junk or going through your memes on your Instagram, tell yourself that you could be actually building a passion for something that can help you in the future, in the long run. This is all about freedom, right? Time is money. And if the more money you have, the more time you have in the future to do the things that you love, to spend time with your family and feel secure for yourself. Financial debt is a huge burden and financial stress is worse, right? You don't want to deal with that kind of stuff in your life ever. You want to focus on your hobbies and building the life that you want to live. And that is why dropshipping is so wonderful. It's a stepping stone, guys. It's not what you're going to be doing forever. It's what's going to kickstart your entrepreneurial career. And if you want to be a businessman, you want to be your own boss, this is the best way to do it. There's no other return on your investment like this. You could start with only a few grand and make millions happen within a year. There are people who have done it that are younger than you and me. Why can't you do it? All right, guys, that's all I got for y'all. Thank you for watching until the end. Again, as always, I'm blessed to have you guys reaching out to me on my DMs, on the comment section below. We're growing so damn fast that it's just incredible. And I'm very, very passionate about this because I'm seeing all this wonderful positive feedback. So please keep it going. It really does genuinely help drive me to keep pushing out content like this. You know, of course, I'm not making any money out of this. I'm not trying to sell anything to you guys. I don't want to. I don't need to sell anything to you guys. I'm just doing this to just honestly build up some social proof for myself as well as help you guys, because it feels good to help people, right? It's selfish at the end of the day to be altruistic, and that's what it is at the end of the day for me. So please leave some feedback so I can keep tailoring it to helping you guys, and send me some questions, send me a DM, drop a comment, whatever you guys want to hear in the future, just let me know. I got you guys. And then of course, like, subscribe, and comment if you want to potentially be a winner in the consulting call giveaway. Okay, and that's all I got for you guys. All right, best of luck, keep grinding, keep hustling, and never ever give up, y'all. Peace.